I think we are ready. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the January 13th meeting of the Board of County Commissioners. My name is Shelley Bueller, and I've had the privilege as chair of serving this past year, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Commissioners, good morning.
Good morning.
Commissioner
Good
Cook
morning.
and Commissioner Archer, and congratulations on your 1-year anniversary. I'm going on my 8th year, so that's hard to believe. So, Madam Clerk, the very first item.
First item is item 1, organizational. Number 1, elect chair of the Shawnee County Commission.
And at this time, I would move to elect Commissioner Bob Archer as chair of the Shawnee County Commission.
Second.
So motion by Commissioner Bueller, second by Commissioner Cook. Discussion? All in favor of the motion say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And we will switch at this time.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, I usually don't like giving speeches, but I have to say thank you to Commissioner Bueller for her leadership this past year. Thank you. Job well done. Job well done. And to my colleague, Commissioner Cook, job well done. To our employees, thank you for your dedication and hard work. To our senior leaders, special praise. I have been involved with the Baldrige National Quality Award Program for a number of years, and I've had the opportunity to consult with some of the best senior leadership teams in the country. And our leadership team is second to none. And so I praise and thank you for your service. And the last thing I wanted to say is shortly after I came on the commission, I got a very thoughtful email from the county counselor. And it said, "You messed up." And it said, "In the future, when you mess up, would you like me to tell you or not?" And I wrote back and I said, "Yes, I would like for you to tell me because I need all the help I can get. And I would ask for your support and help in the future. And if anyone at any time has an idea that will help us provide better service to our customers or an idea that will save taxpayers money, please come and see me because I'd like to hear that." So having said that, next item, please.
Item 2, elect vice chair of the Shawnee County Commission.
Would move to elect Commissioner Kevin Cook as vice chair.
Second. Motion has been made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next item.
Item 3, consider appointments of commissioners to the following. A, Community Health Center Board. B, Kansas Expo Center Advisory Board. C, Ambulance Advisory Board. D, Health Access Board. E, Metropolitan Topeka Planning Organization. F, Go Topeka Board. G, Chamber Board. H, Storm Mountain Vale Advisory Board. And I, Security Council.
I would move it at this time to appoint the following to these boards. To the Community Health Center Board, Commissioner Cook. To the Kansas Expo Center Advisory Board, Commissioner Bueller. To the Ambulance Advisory Board, Commissioner Archer. To the Health Access Board, Commissioner Cook. To the Metropolitan Topeka Planning Organization, Commissioner Archer. To the Go Topeka Board, Commissioner Cook. To the Chamber of Commerce Board, Commissioner Bueller. To the Stormont Vale Advisory Board, Commissioner Archer. And finally, to the Security Council, Commissioner Bueller. That is a motion.
I'll second.
Motion has been made and seconded. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, consider resolution number 2014-3, setting the days and hours the courthouse will be open, setting the dates and times of the commission meetings, and setting agenda procedures.
Move for adoption of the resolution.
Second.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Cook and seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 5, consider resolution number 2014-4, designating the official county newspaper.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution. Discussion?
We need to designate which one.
Oh,
We need to choose.
Madam Clerk, is there a difference? I mean, we have two proposals that were presented. Is there a substantial change from last year?
No, we, as far as the rates, they both have met their qualifications to, they have, by July 1st, they have to file their rates with my office, and they both met that obligation. And other than that, it's up to the commissioners who have worked with both of them, and
Mr. Chair, I would make the motion to adopt the Topeka Metro News. I know that in the past, there has been concern about the breadth of the Topeka Metro News, whether or not it's reaching the most constituents, whether or not it's providing the most access. But I know that in the past, we've also used the Topeka Capital Journal, and that became cost prohibitive. I think that over the last year, the Metro News has done an excellent job of providing the publication, and I would like for that contract to continue. I'd make a motion that for the year of 2014, the Topeka Metro News be the official newspaper for Shawnee County.
I'll second that one.
okay. Motion has been made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. Noes. For those opposed, motion carries 3-0.
I have a question. I noticed in the subscriptions, memberships, and dues that there are several subscriptions to the Topeka Metro News. Would you like my office to ask them if they, as a county newspaper, that they would provide any memberships to, or any subscriptions to our departments at no cost?
I would be fine with that.
Because I mean, we've done it in the past with newspapers, and I did notice that a couple of them had the subscription on there. I don't think it's really costly, but if they're a newspaper, they would possibly provide those subscriptions for free, so I will do that.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Next item, please.
Item 2, unfinished business. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C 636-2013 with 3M Company to purchase signed sheeting material under the state contract at an approximate cost of $20,000. Public Works Solid Waste.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tom Block with Public Works and Solid Waste. This is a Public Works item. I think it was 3 years ago. 3M had offered us to buy our sign sheeting materials at state contract prices. And sign sheeting is the film that we use to place over our sign blanks to make traffic signs and provide the reflectivity so people can see them at night and things of that nature. Their contract was coming to an end here on the 31st of this month. They have offered to extend that contract at the same prices for another year. They have a very high quality product and the prices are very good. So it is our recommendation that we would extend the contract at the same prices with 3M until January 31st of 2015. The funding would come from a road maintenance department, or the road maintenance budget. And if there's any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Discussion?
Move approval of the contract.
Second.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Bueller and seconded by Commissioner Cook to approve the contract. All in favor say yes, and opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Next item, please.
Item 3, consent agenda.
Mr. Chair, I would move for approval of the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Cook and seconded by Commissioner Bueller to approve the consent agenda. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk, number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Mr. Chair, this morning we have voucher payments totaling $1,906,235.46. All my questions have been answered. I would move for approval of the vouchers as presented.
Motion made to approve the vouchers as presented by Commissioner Cook and seconded by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye, and opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
Move approval.
Second?
Motion made to approve the correction orders by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. No. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A3, consider approval of resolution number 2014-7, authorizing a cereal malt beverage license for Lake Shawnee Golf Management, DBA Forbes Golf Course, located at 700 Cape Heart Road, including Sunday sales. And Commissioners, this is for 2014 cereal malt beverage that has been reviewed by Counselor's Office. The township was notified, KBI has cleared it, and the health inspection had been performed. Everything is in order.
Thank you.
I'll move to adopt the resolution.
I'll second.
Motion made by Commissioner Bueller, seconded by Commissioner Cook to approve the resolution. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Resolution is passed 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, Public Works Solid Waste. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-15-2014 for annual maintenance of cartograph software modules in the amount of $14,830.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tom Blockman, Public Works and Solid Waste. This item is actually a combined Public Works and Solid Waste item. In our departments, we use a software program called Cartograph, which is a project management and fleet management and sign management software that helps us track all our costs for doing projects, all our costs for doing any kinds of repairs on our equipment, helps keep track of all our signs. We have 7,000 some traffic signs out in the county, helps keep track of those signs when they're replaced, how old the sheeting is, when the sheeting will need, or when the signs will need to be replaced. Anyway, the bottom line is this program is essentially the heart and soul of how we operate at our departments, and it's extremely valuable, and it's extensively used every single day. We have 8 different computers where this software or 8 different licenses where the software is being utilized by different staff, and we would be lost without it, let's put it that way. So the renewal cost is $14,830. We'd be splitting that cost. Solid Waste only uses a smaller portion, or a few of the modules, or I think just one of the modules actually, for the fleet maintenance. So we'd be splitting the cost. 75% would be coming from the Public Works budget, and 25% coming from the Solid Waste budget. So if there's any questions regarding this, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Questions for Mr. Block?
I would move for approval of the contract with Cartograph software modules.
Second.
Motion has been made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Bueller to approve the contract. All in favor say aye. Opposed say no. Motion carries 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B2, consider authorization and execution of contract C-16-2014 for snow removal services for the city of Topeka on outlying roadways that are within or very nearby to areas where Shawnee County already provides snow removal services at a rate of $125 per hour.
Commissioners, Tom Block again, Public Works and Solid Waste. This is a Public Works item. We have been in an agreement with the city of Topeka for the past couple of years. They have, 63 miles of roadways on the outskirts of the city, in which when we're removing snow, we either cross those roads or come very near to those roads. And they had indicated there at times that it could be a while for them to get out to those areas. So a couple of years ago, they had approached us to see if we'd be willing to assist them in that manner. We were willing to do so. This would just be a renewal of that agreement. The only change is we used to our prior agreement where we charged per mile, and it was a little bit cumbersome because on some storms you go over those same miles several times. So essentially what the change of this is, instead of charging by a per mile basis and however many times we go over it, we just charge by the hour for personnel and equipment. So it's our recommendation that this be approved. And if it is approved, I do want to point out one thing. When this was written up, it was prior to the change in chair that just occurred. So we have on the agreement, Commissioner Bueller is listed as the chair, so we will need to have that changed to Commissioner Archer. So if any questions, I'd be happy to try to.
Questions or discussion?
I would move for approval of the contract with the city of Topeka for snow removal.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook and seconded by Commissioner Bueller to approve the contract. All in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Next item, please.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Commissioner Cook.
Thank you. Like you, I'm not exclusive to the club of, the county councilor contacting us and telling us where we made mistakes and, how we might, improve upon our service as a county commissioner. And like you, I've taken many of those to heart, and so to improve. But I would thank Commissioner Bueller for her service as chair. Thank you for, putting up with myself as a new, elected official, and Commissioner Archer, both of us coming in new to the commission, and that turnover and change, and bearing with us as we became acclimated to the position as a county commissioner and your service and leadership. Tomorrow will be the 1-year anniversary for Commissioner Archer and I joining the county commission. I did bring a treat for you of, grapes and oranges, and I started out with thinking of donuts, and then I looked at my pedometer, realized that, perhaps maybe a healthier treat would be in order. So, to help out with our health department and their programs, and so brought some fruit snacks. And so, but I would thank you for your leadership over the past year, and thank you for all with your assistance with our learning curve and my learning curve. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Cook.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I want to
Commissioner Bueller.
extend a thank you to Jamie Hancock and the Master Gardeners on Friday. Had an opportunity
Yep.
to go over to the new greenhouse. It is very nice, and they had a very nice display. It was a great celebration. They have the seedlings, I think, in Jamie's office, and they were getting ready to transport them to the new greenhouse and get everything started. So it's a really great project, great use of space, and just our congratulations to all of them.
I attended it also, and it was very, very well done, and a real boon to our community.
Might also just welcome the legislature back to Topeka and Shawnee County. We can ever be of assistance, please let us know. It's a big day.
It is. Thank you, Commissioner. Any other administrative communications? Yes, ma'am.
Commissioners, I think some of you have known that Cindy Harper's sister has been ill for a long time, and she passed away over the weekend. And on Thursday, the funeral is at 10 o'clock. So Chris and I both want to go, and many people in my office want to go. So you're going to have a register of deeds who is going to be a county clerk for a few hours on Thursday. Be gentle with her. Jane promised to try to keep the agenda a little bit if the chair approves. And she will do a very fine job, and then we'll have one of my employees from my office as the backup. So I just wanted to obviously have the opportunity to extend our condolences from
Absolutely.
everyone for Cindy and her family. But
Absolutely.
we also will not be here, so we're not just abandoning you just because it's new. Commissioner, I didn't want you to get the impression that right at the beginning of your new term, there goes the county clerk. So,
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dave Sturbins, Director of Emergency Management. I'm glad to announce that today we're finishing our Community Emergency Response Team training for the Kansas Department of Labor office over on Topeka Boulevard. We've been working with them since the 1st of December on training for that office, what they would do in case of a disaster like we've done with our communities. That class has gone really well, and today we have one final lecture and then their final exercise, so we'll actually set up and do a disaster scenario in their building and see how everybody does to let them know and start putting some of their new training together. So we're really excited about that. We haven't done a class for government, and I think the secretary over there and her staff have been very, very excited about this training. So
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Commissioner Cook.
do we need a motion on the clerk for the Register of Deeds, or is that just by executive? Okay.
that's
All right.
just sitting here.
All right. I just want to make sure before,
Yeah, it's a good
we're
point.
coming to the end of the meeting.
Yeah, we are. Thank you. Thank you. Are there other administrative communications this morning?
Do I need to go up there and apologize?
Yeah, just in general.
Next item, please.
Item 6, executive sessions.
Is there a need?
Yeah, 10 minutes for real estate purposes.
Motion to go into executive session for a period not to extend 10 minutes with the county counselor, the finance administrator, the health agency leaders, anyone else we need to include in that, for a period not to exceed 10 minutes for a discussion of real estate.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. All in favor?
If we could add attorney-client relationship as well, just as an abundance of caution.
Okay, thank you. Motion made, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor? Motion passes 3-0.
Unless you guys are gonna take action now, in which case, totally.
Got an email from Tim. He's going to be gone for a couple of weeks teaching a class, he said.
Yep. He's getting ready. He's gonna be teaching all semester. He's an adjunct now.
Cool. We've returned from executive session, and note that no action was taken. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We are adjourned.
Yes, he's teaching a class at
Washburn.
on